Goedemiddag, Sunweb TV live hier op SEOGS 2026. Wij zijn op de laatste dag en we zijn vandaag weer in de booth van Digicel. We are going to have a talk with the manager of Deep Blue today, and we will have a discussion with him about the development of telecommunication here in Suriname and with the coming offshore that we are going to have. We believe that Digicel and Deep Blue and Tampnet will have a very good collaboration in the coming offshore that Suriname is going to experience. Yesterday we have spoken to the manager of Tampnet in the region and with the CEO of Digicel in Suriname and Guyana, and today we are here with the manager of Deep Blue. They are three companies, and I will give the manager the opportunity to introduce himself, and then we will begin with the talk. Good afternoon, sir.
Jeremiah, thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon to you too.
Yes, can you please introduce yourself for the people?
Sure. Well, my name is Mark Shoebridge. I'm the director of Deep Blue and also the 5 sales verticals for Digicel. And so essentially, yes, we're here in SEOGS because oil and gas is a big part of what we do. And obviously Digicel, Suriname has been existing for many, many decades now. So this is a very important event for us here.
Yes, sir, we are here at the SEOGS 2026.
Yes.
When we are here, Deep Blue, what should the Suriname people think about?
Well, Deep Blue, essentially, subsea cables are the lifeblood of any nation. So if you don't have connectivity, you don't have economy, you don't have growth, you don't have a way to communicate with the world. So we've spent almost $100 million US in building a cable system to ensure that Suriname and Guyana and Trinidad and French Guyana are connected to the outside world. These cable systems generally last about 20 to 30 years. So we're giving Suriname the latest technology for the next 30 years, which ensures that, we are ensuring that the people of Suriname are able to have proper speeds at home and connectivity at home. And also the oil and gas operators, we're providing them services 200 kilometers offshore, which no other cable is doing. So we purpose-built this cable to allow all of the big players to come here and connect quickly. They don't have to build their own infrastructure. We facilitate, make their lives easier, basically. So that's essentially why it's important. So we're helping not just the people in the country getting better services as you would at home or with their phones or whatever, but also making sure that the big companies who are investing heavily here and driving the growth of the country are actually fully supported.
Yes, we know that in a few years from now, Suriname will have the offshore from oil and gas.
Yes.
And we know that Guyana has already been busy with this.
Yes.
And from the experience that you had in Guyana, what do you think that the next big things are going to happen here in Suriname with the offshore?
Well, I think once the production starts, we're seeing it on the horizon now. And we're about 18 months to 2 years to actually that happening. There's going to be a huge surge in activity for these companies. So companies will grow around them to support them. You'll see an influx of skills and upskilling people in the country as well. So it's going to be a massive boom. I think we're about 2 years, 2.5 years behind Guyana. We've already seen what's happening in Guyana. And we're on that path. It's a very interesting and very positive path we're on in Suriname. Yeah. And we're here to support that and enable it, to remove all the blockages. That's basically what we're doing.
Yes, to remove all the blockages, that's
yes.
very true.
Yeah.
And you were already busy in Guyana, but about Suriname, the offshore in Suriname, what is making it very special here in Suriname?
Well, I think when you look at offshore here, obviously there's a huge supply of oil under the sea. This is going to be a long-term exploration and extraction process. Again, what's important of it is, I think the impact it's going to have in the country is going to be massive. Yeah. I think we're fortunate we have been blessed with this natural resource that really will benefit the country massively.
Yeah, yesterday we have spoken to the manager of Tampnet in the region, and also the CEO of Digicel in Suriname and Guyana. I know that you are also working together with this collaboration.
Yes.
In this collaboration, what is Deep Blue is bringing on the table between these three companies?
So just so you understand, so Deep Blue is owned by Digicel. So Digicel created this company and built this. So obviously we're like brother and sister, the Deep Blue and Digicel. The TampNet collaboration is really ensuring that we have the right partner to work offshore. So Digicel, obviously, we're in 25 countries across the region, and we have very strong skills onshore. We're providing solutions to banks, to governments. We're running government networks. We're providing solutions to homes and small businesses. But working offshore is a very specialized set of skills. So we partnered with TampNet for that, and so they can. We will build out the networks, the subsea network, with them, and then they will do the actual operation offshore, which is what they're good at. So we do our piece, they do their piece. We're all specialized in our different areas, so that's why it's important to do this.
Yes. Yesterday, we've already heard that Digicel is delivering reliable connectivity.
Yes.
We know that there are also other telecommunications companies here in Suriname. What is making the connectivity of Digicel special than all the other connectivity?
Well, first of all, it's a brand new network, right?
Yeah.
So the other networks, subsea networks, the submarine networks in the region, are 20 plus years old. One of them was decommissioned last year, the Americas too. So we are replacing that. We're ensuring that Suriname has a 20 to 30 year future ahead of it now. So that's important. Also, in Suriname itself, we're spending tens of millions of dollars of building out fiber to homes and businesses as well. So they go hand in hand. So that's why it's so important. I think that's what's key about this. It's that joint effort, both offshore and onshore.
Yes.
And also another thing we're doing as well is we don't just do connectivity, we do a lot of other things, right? So we also have a specific cybersecurity division. So a lot of, as we said earlier, a lot of companies are going to spring up to support the large companies coming in, the oil companies coming in. We're able to help them ensure they're safe and secure to work with these larger companies. And we, as I said, we have a company called Simtai, which essentially has been in operation for 25 years. All experts, and they help the business, not just through connectivity, but also through preparing themselves to work with these large companies.
Yeah. Digicel business is supporting one of the Suriname's most significant offshore development.
Yes.
How does this project help strengthen the country's oil and gas sector and support the border growth of an industry?
Okay, so offshore, we know it's a very harsh and a very remote environment. So you don't get mobile services. It's not like here, where you can just call someone and it happens, right? So when we build this network out, and as I said, we build the network in the right area with branching units, connection points. We connect the FPSOs, the oil rigs, what have you, directly with gigabit capacity. And then what we do also, we put 5G and 4G services on the actual infrastructure offshore as well. That allows efficient communication, less people having to be offshore, safer working environment, and also those who are working offshore are basically able to communicate at home without using expensive satellite solutions and what have you. So it really brings people closer to home while still working in a very harsh and complex environment.
Yeah. Talking about bringing people closer to home. Just now you were explaining for me that you guys have one of the cables in the offshore, and you were showing me here. If you can explain it a bit. Yes.
So basically, Deep Blue, you'll see this yellow line.
Yeah.
So all of these lines are basically our network.
Yeah.
We have several networks, but this yellow line here is basically Deep Blue. And as you see, it starts at French Guiana, Suriname, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago. This area, this is where the oil exploration is happening. We're there, we're present. So that's really important. And we have, as I said, we built in these connection points or branching units, which allows us to connect the large operators directly offshore.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. No one else is doing that. We're doing that. So it saves them a huge amount of investment. It speeds their time to actually roll out their infrastructure. And again, as it's a brand new network, we guarantee connectivity. And we've also built a fiber you'll see on land between Guyana and Suriname. So if there's ever a break or a rupture, connectivity still happens.
Yes. Talking about all this development that Digicel is bringing to oil and gas and this offshore, with this new and brand new connectivity you guys are bringing,
Yeah.
does this gonna create more work for local people here?
Well, by enabling the big companies to do things, we're helping that happen, right?
Yeah.
So yes, obviously we're constantly expanding as well. The workforce in Suriname is 100% Surinamese, all Surinamese people working in Suriname. So we're growing with the business. So yes, I think by nature, we will also help generate more business here.
Yes.
Yeah.
How does Digicel business support both offshore and one offshore oil and gas company, from a production asset at sea to offshore sport, logistic, and hubs of operation center onshore?
Okay, so obviously, we mentioned, obviously we're bringing a big pipe into Suriname, so we're future-proofed. We can handle any growth that's required over the next 30 years. And also, as I said, we're building connectivity onshore. So those companies are onshore. They've got another fiber network. Basically, there's choices in the market. Also, the latest and the most modern technology put in place there. And as I said, we have other aspects of our business, like the cybersecurity arm, to ensure that we help those businesses become standardized, become secure, to enable to. We basically assist businesses from small to large, essentially, with all of the different services we have. It's not just about mobile; it's about ICT services, cybersecurity. There's a host of different things we're doing there.
Yes. Speaking about all the companies that are going to work together with you guys, do you think the Suriname people, the local Suriname people, is ready for this transformation?
I think, listen, I think everyone's aware of what's happening. I think companies are gearing up. No country is ever ready from day one to be able to do these things, so it takes a while. So I think, yes, I think people are aware of what's on the horizon, and it's a very exciting horizon, and it's a great future for Suriname. So, and we're doing our part to sort of prepare ourselves to ensure companies can get on board quickly and do things quickly as well. So that's we tend to look to the horizon as well.
Yeah.
Very much, and that's why we invest and we do these things.
Yes. Deep Blue is one of the largest subsea fiber network in the Caribbean and Latin American. Why is regional fiber infrastructure so important for the future of the energy sector, and what option does it provide for companies operating in Suriname?
Okay, so the importance is basically this is a lifeline for the economy. So if we don't have connectivity, we're isolated. No one's going to want to work here. It's going to be very difficult to work here. We'd have to use satellite solutions, which are expensive. So this ensures connectivity. And as I said, connectivity is basically a very large catalyst and a prerequisite for any economic growth. So we've got that down. We've also got the onshore part down, as I said earlier. So this is why it's so key. Countries that our growth, they need this capacity. So that's what we're doing. We're ensuring that it's present.
Yes. By the opening, with the opening speech of the president of Suriname, she called on the young people of Suriname to be involved in the oil and gas, and
Yes.
also the development
Yes.
that it's bringing.
Yeah.
Did Digicel and Deep Blue already think about how we can bring also technological education to the school, to bring them into Digicel and Deep Blue to help improve?
Well, we as a company tend to involve the youth. We have these programs where we take on interns and do different things. So we are very involved with the communities. I know Digicel may not be 100% originally a Surinamese brand, but we're part of the DNA of Suriname. We've been here for decades, right? So we're part of the economy, we're part of the DNA, we're part of society. So it's very important for us, and we need people to come on board and assist us. The people who are working here today in Digicel won't be here in 20 years probably, so we need to make sure we have people coming through and we train people up. A lot of the senior leaders in this company started off with lower positions and they worked their way up, so there's plenty of opportunity in a company like Digicel, and that requires training, education, trust, opportunity, and to give people the chance to do things. So very much we're very aware that that's important for us.
Yes, and in the coming 1 year, 2, 3 years to oil and gas, what we can see, what is going to happen physically to the people here in Suriname, according to this new connectivity that Digicel is bringing for the offshore?
Well, I think as we're getting ready for the big arrival and the big extraction and the oil production to happen, a lot of companies are going to start to form. these big companies, they can't operate in isolation. They need people, they need companies to assist them, they need expertise. So I think we'll see a lot of training, upskilling in the workforce, companies being created, a lot of hiring. So I think it's going to be a very exciting time for Suriname. It really is going to be. And for the youth, I mean, this is it's one of the most amazing and fastest growing economies in the world. We're just on the heels of Guyana, and we're getting there. We're getting there.
In closing,
Yeah.
so you maybe could tell the people that are watching, including the youth, the Suriname people, what can we expect from Digicel, Deep Blue, and Compound together, looking forward to the offshore that is about to come, and how can they support this?
Yes. Well, I think what we're going to see is continued investment. We are constantly evolving. Things are constantly growing. We build a network of the future today, but there's a lot of other things we're going to be doing. So we will continue to invest offshore, onshore, and as I said, we need skilled resources. We need resources, young talent that we can train up and upskill. So I think this is basically what I think is. It's a little bit of a watch this space. It's going to move very quickly in Suriname. So it's a very exciting time for the country and for us as well. And we're delighted to be here.
Yes. Thank you so much to have this talk with you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You guys hear it. Digicel is doing the best what we could have on connectivity if it's about the offshore that is about to come in the next 2 years here in Suriname. I want to say stay connected to Digicel and stay tuned to Sunweb TV for live news. I want to say goodbye until SEOGS 2027.